Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm SOLISHY, and on this platform I talk about faith, food, lifestyle and more. So today's video is about me showing you how to make Kokicorn. So last time we had a challenge, a cooking challenge using 2000 CFA with other Cameroonian YouTubers, and I actually made Kokicorn, but I didn't really put the recipe in details. So I made a promise that I was going to do another video showing it in details. I'm sorry it's coming late. I had some challenges at home because they were doing some fixing in my house, so kitchen was too tight, and they are still doing it, but I have a little space to do that. So today I'm just going to show you how I do or how I make the Kokicorn. First of all, I will be showing you the ingredients that we'll be needing, basically step by step. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and click on that notification bell to be notified whenever a new video is being uploaded. The ingredients needed for this recipe, of course, we need corn, some chopped spinach. Usually in Cameroon we use cocoyam leaf, but since we don't have cocoyam leaf here, I will be using spinach. Next, we'll be needing some salt, some seasoning cube. I'm using Maggi crevette, one of it. Next, we'll be needing some chopped onions. I have half chopped onion and one habanero pepper. Next thing we need is semo. So I have 2 cups of semo in the bowl. Why am I using semo, which is also being known as Semolina? So I'm adding it in order to have a good consistency of the koki. When you blend the koki, it is too watery and too soft. Back at home, we do not add semo into the koki because the corn back home is very starchy and the ones here are not. So you want to add this semo, or you can also use corn meal in order to have a thicker, consistent, and also to enjoy the koki. Otherwise, if you don't add it, the koki will be very soft and watery. You will cook and cook and cook and it will not get stick together. So last time when I made it, I put a bit of crunchy onion, which is Rondelles, I think that's how they call it in English. Just put a little bit for flavor. It's optional. Last but not the least, we'll be needing some palm oil. This palm oil, I put it here. It's not up to a cup. It's like 1/4, and I just want it in the microwave. So guys, these are the ingredients that we'll be using for this recipe. So to tie the koki, I'll be using some foil paper and some parchment paper, which is also known as oven paper. Usually in Cameroon we use banana leaf, but since we don't have that here, I'll be using this. The reason why I use the parchment paper is to help prevent water from penetrating into the koki. So guys, the next thing we are going to do will be to blend the corn. Before I forget, I use 4 cans of this 14, which is 340 grams. So to blend, I'm just going to put a bit of water to ease the blend. You don't want to add too much water because the corn is already too soft. So now to blend the last corn, I'm first going to put the onion and the habanero pepper. Then I'll add a bit of water. corn. So and blend that together. So guys, I'm done blending, and now it's time to add all the other ingredients and mix. So I'm going to be putting half a teaspoon of salt. You don't want to put too much because the corn is already too sweet, right? And I will be adding my maggi crevette. Next, I'll add a bit of my Rondelles, just small for flavor, which is optional. And I'm going to mix this all together. Next, I will add Semolina inside. You can see, even though I have 2 cups, I'm not going to put all. I'm going to be putting bit by bit to measure the consistency. Yeah. So for me, this is not enough. It still looks a bit too watery or too soft. So I'm going to add a little bit of Semolina again. And mix thoroughly. So guys, for me now the consistency is okay. So you can see for 4 cans of corn, you need 2 cups of Semolina. Not really, the cups were not really full to the brim, right? So, and this is good. So next, I'm going to add the spinach. And mix. This is our cocoyam leaf in Europe. And while mixing, you can also taste to know whether the salt you put is okay. Make sure you can as well add even seasoning cube if the taste is not okay for you. So next, I'm going to put the palm oil. So you want to mix. So guys, I'm done mixing, and you can see our cookie, how it looks like. Pretty much better, and the texture, the consistency is a bit different from when we blend it. So now I'm just going to tie and put in the pot. So now it's time to tie, and I'll be tying it like cocoa. Try not to put too much. I want to wrap very well. So this is my pot. I put some foil paper under so that the cookie will not be directly on the water. You also want to make sure that when you're tying the cookie, you take enough foil paper so that you can wrap it very well. It also prevents water from penetrating into the cookie. So I'll be repeating the process till everything is wrapped. So guys, at this point I'm done tying the cookie, and I'm just going to use some foil paper again to put it on top to cover it. Next, I'll be adding water. You don't want to put too much water from the beginning. And you also want to make sure that you put the water at the side. You don't want to just pour it on top of the cookie. Put it at the side. You put a cup of water first. And I will be cooking this cookie for 30 minutes. In between the 30 minutes, you also want to keep checking so that your pot will not get burned. The water, when you're cooking cookie, it gets dry very quick. So you just want to keep adding water bit by bit. Don't go and put water to be over the cookie, because if you add too much water, if the water is above the cookie, then the tendency that the water will enter into the cookie is very high. So just put the water bit by bit. So guys, the cookie has been cooking for almost 15 minutes and the water is dry. So I'm going to add water again. This is the second time I'm adding water because the first one was already dried. So you still want to add water at the site. So guys, it's been 30 minutes and the cookie is ready. That's how the cookie looks like. Very delicious. Oh, it's the color for me. So if you don't put enough semo inside, then this consistent will not be like this. So make sure you follow the recipe very well, and I will be putting everything that I needed or that I used for this recipe in the description box below. So guys, if you've been watching till this moment, thank you. Please make sure you subscribe if you still haven't subscribed, and make sure you try this recipe. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, leave a comment below, and I will see you in the next one. God bless you. Bye bye.